we have already done glycolysis. So what is glycolysis? Is glucose ultimately is converting into pyruvate. Okay, glucose is converting into pyruvate. In that process, so I told you, first this glucose breaks to crack and burning. So once it is cracked, it will two molecules will be formed. Glucose will convert into fructose, and fructose will convert into dihydroxyacetone, and it will again convert. It will also convert into aldehyde, glyceraldehyde. So this aldehyde will convert into acid, glyceric acid or glycerate, and this acid will convert into keto acid. Keto acid is pyruvate. When aldehyde converts into glyceric acid, there is oxidation. You already know. The oxidation produces what? NADH. Now see, if you see the whole process is happening inside the cell. And where inside the cell? Inside cytosol. But now what happens? This NADH, the produced NADH, this NADH will be further oxidized into mitochondria. Okay, that is how this NADH will have to enter mitochondria. But there is one big problem with the NADH. This NADH is a very big molecule. NADH is a very big molecule. If you remember the full form, it is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. So two nucleotides are added, means two pentose sugar are added like this, and then like this. There is two pentose sugar here, NADH. So pentose sugar, you can see this is one pentose sugar, and then there will be this side also base, and one side niacin, vitamin B3. So this is a very big molecule. That is why the transportation of this NADH completely into the mitochondria, it is not convenient, and that is why what happens is NAD is not transported. Rather, this part hydrogen is only carried, because electron carrying hydrogen is only carried into the mitochondria, and this the process through which this is carried is called shuttle system. The transport is called shuttle. So which will transport? In place of NAD, some other molecule will come, intermediate molecule will come, and it will transport. There are two types of molecule. One is 4-carbon molecule, 4-carbon, other 3-carbon molecule will come. So 4-carbon molecule is malate aspartate, and second type is glycerol 3-phosphate, glycerol 3-phosphate. So these two molecule, one is glycerol, other is malate. These two molecule will carry this transport this phosphate to the mitochondria. This is why there is two shuttle system. I will tell you, most predominant system is this. In all part of body, this system is present. In only brain, you will see this system present. So this is the most important, and this system carry this hydrogen. These two molecule will carry hydrogen from cytosol to mitochondria. So you can see there are two system, malate aspartate system and glycerol 3-phosphate. What does this? This is the system which transport, actually this is whole cytosol. From cytosol, these two system transport hydrogen into mitochondria. This system is nothing but this is molecule. This molecule actually take hydrogen and transport. And there is a difference between two. What is the difference? What main thing you need to remember? When this malate aspartate, when this electron is transported through this malate aspartate shuttle system, this NADH will produce NADH in mitochondria, NADH, and therefore this will be equal to 2.5 only in mitochondria. Because of this system will produce 2.5 ATP, but this glycerol phosphate system will produce 1.5 ATP per NADH. This is the most important thing you need to remember. So glycerol phosphate shuttle system will produce 1.5 NADH ATP and malate aspartate will produce 2.5 ATP. Now you can see from this picture here, this is glycerol phosphate shuttle system. You can see this is NADH. So glycerol 3-phosphate, you can see dihydroxyacetone phosphate is converted into glycerol, and in that process it takes this hydrogen and then it enters the mitochondria, and here in mitochondria FADH2 is produced. Here NADH, from NADH electron is taking, here FADH2 is produced. That is why FADH means 1.5 ATP. Therefore this system will produce 1.5 ATP. If you don't understand, just remember for the time being, glycerol phosphate shuttle system will produce 1.5 ATP and malate aspartate will produce 2.5 ATP per NADH. That's enough for you for the time being. Now, so malate aspartate shuttle system here, NADH goes into this, as malate goes here, it takes electron from this NADH and goes inside the mitochondria, and mitochondria you can see here NADH is produced. NADH goes inside, here NADH is produced, and you know NADH is equal to 2.5 ATP. One NADH will produce 2.5 ATP in electron transport.